like and subscribe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Wet the Face. Glad you're here. And today we're going to be using dark matter because I saved one for myself. I wasn't sure about this one. It's like I said, it was difficult to make, and I wasn't 100% sure it was going to please everybody. Maybe some people aren't responding, but so far on the website, the reviews are good. So if I get a couple more of those, I feel like it's going to be permanently in the collection. But if not, I will let it be a limited edition. But there are like 2 shaving aftershaves available right now, which I made for a few people, and I just made 4, and 2 of them were sold, and I have like 2 extra ones there. So anyone who was missing the aftershave because it was out of stock, there's 2 left. I will probably, if in fact I make it permanent, it might be next year, you know, in January that you see it. Other than that, it's just going to be what it is right now. So enough of that. I'm going to be using also my Occam's razor. Well, let me just pick it up. The Occam's razor Nano, and then this is the brush that Alfred made us. It is our Wet the Face brush. Haven't come out with any replacement for those yet, but we're working on it. We're definitely working on it. So with that said, let me do a lather with this. I think I'm going to do a face lather, and then I'll make that lather, and then we'll do the shave, and we'll talk about the results. So stay tuned. Don't go away. Okay, so here's the soap. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. And look how loose it is. Now, this was created during the summer months, and I know that this is looser than anything I've ever created before, and I knew the heat was going to have an effect on this, and that's why I told people, and I also put it into the box, that you need to put it in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes before you open it, because you just don't want this sloshing around or dripping out by accident. And that's what I was trying to avoid that happening, you know. So I'm going to wet this brush down, and I'm just going to leave it there. I have about 6 to 7 days growth, so let me just wet the face here. Alright, now I'm going to take this and just kind of dab it in there. And you can see I'm kind of, see what I show you there, see? And it's there. So I'm just going to close the lid on this. Then, with a little bit more water, I'm just going to wet it just a little bit. And I'm going to just see what I can do with the Wow, people are saying that they like the scent, and I have to say it really turned out well. You know what's funny, when I was making this, the reason that it has so much of the fragrance in there is I couldn't smell it anymore. So it was by just chance that I just kept putting it in and putting it in. I come back down, I look at the tubs that I was making, and then all of a sudden I'm like, where did the scent go? And then I put more in. You know, the whole thing, it just, it's crazy. And it turned out pretty good. Turned out good. So I'll just make it the same way. And, you know, no problem there. But it was nuts. It was nuts. So, let me just get this. Now, here is, it's very creamy too. Wow. So here's the Occam's razor. So, I've been watching something. So I gotta get the sheet to make it all right, but I've been really concentrating on this one show, and it stars Brad Pitt, very young Brad Pitt, and you've probably seen this before. It's a movie with Anthony Hopkins. Anthony is playing a man, Bill, who's about 60 something years old, and it's Bill's birthday, and the premise of the movie is that Death wants to go on vacation, so he needed a body, and he creates an accident for this young man who earlier was talking to Bill's daughter in a coffee shop. And they seem to really hit it off quite well, in the fact that I think they were love at first sight kind of thing, you know. And unfortunately, when Death took his body, it was a permanent thing, you know, so it winds up that he comes to visit the girl, where they're throwing a party for Bill in his mansion, and he introduces Death, who has taken over the body of the young man that she met earlier that day. Introduces him as Joe Black. And that's the name of the movie, Meet Joe Black. Now, this has been redone. It was an Italian movie that came out in 1924, 34. Let me get my piece of paper. Hold on one second. Okay, so the way this goes is that it first came out, it was an Italian movie called Death on Holiday, and that was in 1924. Then 10 years later, there was a remake in the United States, and it was called, of course, in 1934, Death Takes a Holiday. Same thing, same premise. And then 1998 is when Meet Joe Black came out. Same premise, and hasn't been remade since. if you haven't seen it, I would advise you to do so, because it is quite impressive, and you can see it for free if you have Prime. Most people do, but if you have Prime, you can watch it. You don't have to pay for it, because it's something that they're giving away for free. So take advantage of that if you do want to see it. Now, ooh, let me just, wow. And the slickness on this is like really up on the charts. Wow. I think, I don't know, do I have a, let me try. If I have an aftershave, I will crack it open and I'll keep it in the closet for myself. I'll just make another one. Let me see. All right. Let me go check on that. Yeah. Okay, there it is. I'll just crack it open. Ooh, I gotta shake it up. Always remember to shake my aftershaves up. And the reason I say that is because you can put an emulsifier in the aftershave, so the fragrance oils and the all the oils that you use to make up a fragrance is not separating. And the emulsifiers, as I was reading about them, there's something about them that might cause cancer, and I said I'm not going to put that in my aftershave, so I don't. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, yes indeed. This is a keeper. Putting it right here. So, I had a great shave. Let's see what happens with dark matter. And I had a great shave. I hope you have a great shave. And I'll see you next time. So long. Like and subscribe.